I know it's been quite a long time, but I feel like busy is truly not even the word to describe how crazy my life has been this last month. I didn't think that school was going to be so hectic this semester, but it's crazy. I'm taking 4 education classes and then 2 other classes, so I'm taking a total of 20 credits this semester, and I'm also completing 210 hours in my student teaching placement, so it's just a lot. So like I said, I'm so sorry. I didn't think that it was going to be this crazy, but I'm going to try the best that I possibly can to put up as much material as I can. So today I want to talk about how back to school night went at my school. It was 2 weeks ago, and I printed out our PowerPoint that we used, and I'll insert some pictures and everything at the end of the video that I took. Alrighty, so to start, I just printed this out. We printed it out for all of the parents. So it just says 3rd grade, and then it says our elementary school, and then we put the lines in so parents can take notes as we're reading through. So it's just the first 3 slides. It just says the first welcome slide, and then who is who, because if you remember in my first video, I told you we have 5 adults, so it's just kind of introducing all of the adults that we have in the classroom. And then our little sayings are reading to learn as opposed to learning to read, because our kids know how to read, obviously. They're in 3rd grade, so now we're teaching them to read to learn things. So through using context clues, which I just taught a lesson on, and if you guys want to see a video on how I planned for that, I would love to post it. It went super, super well. And just reading in the content areas, so reading in social studies and science and things like that, they're learning from their reading. And then basic knowledge is now the foundation for learning, so that's all about bringing in their prior knowledge from real-world experiences and applying it to the classroom. And then independence and responsibility and task persistence. So we really want to teach our kids to be responsible in 3rd grade and independent and kind of accountable for their own stuff. So we're working on that, and so far it's going pretty well. So then next we have our learning environment. So we have the room is set up for independence. We model organization in order to help students develop organizational skills. We have different places to move. We're flexible as long as the work gets done. We shift as needed to work in groups, especially in math. So if the kids want to do their independent reading on the rug, or in our little living room, or at their desk, or wherever they want at the back table, that's fine, as long as they're doing their independent reading. For their math groups, if they want to do their math groups in one of the desk clusters, on the rug, in the living room, wherever, as long as they're doing their math work. So that goes back to them being independent and being accountable for themselves. They know if they're on task or if they're not on task. And then next we have our school, it's called A Leader in Me School. So it's based on this book called The Leader in Me. It's basically showing how schools around the world are inspiring greatness, one child at a time. This is the 2nd edition. I read through it over the summer in preparation for the school year. I'll link it below. It was like $10 on Amazon. It was pretty cheap. It's for themselves. So it goes back to the independence and the accountability. It's you choose the choices you make, and you have to be accountable, and you lead your own life. So that's kind of what it's about. And then the book talks about how once the student understands that they are in control of their own actions, then that is like contagious. So then other students catch on to that, and then so on and so on. So then we talked about The Leader in Me for a little while. We explained it, and there's all different habits. So the first one that we're still working on is being proactive. So, for example, one of the students, they forgot their math worksheet at home, so they called a friend, and they had the friend fax it over to them. So then we said, wow, Charlotte, you were so proactive, and then they printed it out, so they were prepared. They didn't just come into class and say, oh, forgot my math work at school. So something like that. And there's all different habits that we just introduced to the parents. We went over our schedule, which is math and reading in the morning, and then we have lunch, or recess and then lunch at 10:55, and then we come back, we do writing, and then we do special, which is either art, gym, music, art, gym, music. I think that's it. Art, gym, or music. And then after that, we do science or social studies. We have little brain breaks, so that's what my teacher uses as a transition in between. So in the morning we'll have an hour and a half of math, and then we'll take a 5-7 minute break where the students can get up and walk around, go to the bathroom, get some water, read, play a math game, something like that. So we do that in between each content area. And then we talked about the standards, the New Jersey Learning Standards, and how it relates to the Common Core and how we're applying it to the curriculum and stuff like that. What else do we have? Language arts, we talked about we talked to the parents about. So we really emphasize that writers need time to write and readers need time to read every single day. So every day for homework, students have some sort of reading or writing assignment. It's just like 20 minutes, just so they don't lose what we did it during the day. It's pretty easy. So if we have answer 5 questions based on your social studies reading, answering the 5 questions would count towards their writing part of the homework, and the reading the pages for social studies would count as their reading. So it's 2 birds, 1 stone kind of thing. We just included a bunch of pictures of them doing their little breaks, and we talked about math games, and we use Math in Focus, which I have the 2 teacher books with me. If you guys aren't familiar with Math in Focus, I could show you that. We do IMI in math, so that's math games, small group instruction, 10 marks, ST Math, Alex, that kind of thing, all on their Chromebooks. Science and social studies, and then we talked about communicating between email, phone, conferences, things like that. Oh, and library was another special. I totally forgot about library. This is just talking about more practice they could do at home, standardized tests. So in New Jersey, we have the park, and it's administered in late April, early May, and it's all online. It's all done on their Chromebooks. So we don't really focus on park testing throughout the year, but then we do have them working on the computer a lot so that their scores aren't poor because they don't know how to work the computer. So we make sure they know how to use the computer. That's why ST Math, 10 marks, and Alex are great, because it shows them how to navigate through the computer. Conference and communication, and we just thanked them for coming and all of that. And then on the back we have the 7 habits overview. So that's, like I said, habit 1 is being proactive and things like that. So then we just attached that sheet on the back, and it says the 7 habits, and that aligns with the leader in me. So that's what we talked about during during back to school night. It went really well. All of the parents were super excited that the kids had a student teacher, and I was kind of nervous about that because I didn't want them to think like, oh, like my kid is being like the test subject, like this lady doesn't know what she's doing, things like that. But they were super supportive of it. They were asking me questions, asking me about like when I'll graduate, what my plans are, and I was telling them about like the certifications that I will have, and that after this semester I really am done with all of my credits, and then in the spring I'm there 5 days a week full time, and that's my life. So they all seemed really excited, and none of the kids came. They weren't really supposed to come to back to school night. It was really only just for parents. So I just got to have some nice adult conversations with them. They were all really, really nice. We had all but 2 parents come. One parent didn't come because they wanted to set up an individual conference, because they're actually moving at the end of this week to somewhere a little bit more south in New Jersey. It's by Philadelphia, so it's more south. So she'll be in a different school district and everything. So they wanted to set up a private conference just to figure out how she's doing, so then they could send that paperwork over to the new school. And then the other parent didn't come because I think she just wanted to set up a private conference. She didn't feel the need to come to back to school night, so that was fine. So we had a big turnout. It was a lot of fun. The parents were all cool. They were making jokes, and just it was cool. I was really nervous going into it, but they were super accepting and excited, so it made me really excited too. So that was really all we did for back to school night. It was pretty simple. They walked in, or they signed in, they walked in the classroom, we said hello, they sat down at their child's desk, and we put these like big post-its, as you'll see in the pictures at the end, and then they just like wrote cute little notes to their kids. So it said like, "Dear so-and-so, Mom and Dad love you so much, we're so proud of you, your teachers seem so fun, you're going to have a great year in 3rd grade. Love, Mom and Dad," or something like that. And then the next day, the kids were all so excited. They came in and they saw these notes, and we put them in their agendas, and a lot of them still have them in there. So it was just really cute. And then we showed the parents the PowerPoint as they were filling out the note, and then we just asked if there was any questions, and then we chatted for a little while, and then they left. It was really quick. So we got there at 8 o'clock, and we were out of there by 9:30. So like out the door in the car, 9:30. So it was super quick. There wasn't much to do to set up or clean up, because they just came in, sat down, left. So that was it. I definitely want to film a video about how I lesson plan, and I've been trying to take videos of myself in my outfits, but I know that on my Instagram, which I will link down here, a lot of people were direct messaging me asking me to film a like teacher outfit video, and I'm trying really hard. It's just I feel awkward because I don't even really like the outfits I'm wearing, so I don't really want to show you the outfits I'm wearing. but yeah, that's it. So again, I'm so sorry that this took a month to come up, but it's been so crazy and so hectic. But I'm on my Instagram a lot more than I'm on here. Thus far, I have updates and things, so again, it'll be linked, and go follow me there. It's just at Happily Primary, and until next